And speaking of the deadline, right around the corner, 109 days away from the trade deadline. But chatter's starting to pick up. Emily, can you tell us about the goalie market?
Yeah, I think the goalie market's going to be hot. The first name everyone's curious about is Marc-Andre Fleury. I've been told that Chicago has not made up their mind yet. Interim GM Kyle Davidson is still in evaluation mode. But if a trade proposal does come for Marc-Andre Fleury, they're definitely open to listening to it. That said, they just don't know what the market is for him. Remember, they only got a second-round pick for Robin Lehner when they traded him. Fleury has some trade protection, and also there's family considerations for him. Remember, they had to convince him to come to Chicago when he was traded there from Vegas. Meanwhile, Columbus, everyone expects for them to part with Jonas Korpisalo before the trade deadline, and Dallas is another team everyone has got their eyes on. Once Ben Bishop is back, the expectation is they will move one of their goalies.
Yeah, they got 4 as we see right now on our screen. Meanwhile, Evander Kane has reported to the Bakersfield Barracuda in the American League. Is there any market for him?
I'm told there's already interest in Evander Kane. Right now, teams that are interested are looking for a third-party broker, a team that can retain even more salary. If it's just at 50% of his $7 million salary, so teams are only paying $3.5 million for Evander Kane, there's a lot of interest. If it's even less than that, teams will be lined out the door. That said, it also has to be a team that feels comfortable with their locker room and inserting Kane in. It's also very, very important to remember that Evander Kane can only be traded to 3 teams that's on his list, so he has to pretty much approve anywhere he goes. It's very important for him, I've been told, to play for a contender.
And at this moment, what teams do we think might be the busiest?
The team I've been told is going to be someone to watch is the Carolina Hurricanes. They feel really good about their chances at a Stanley Cup this year. I've heard, they were lurking on Jack Eichel. They've been calling around some defensemen, so I'd keep an eye on them. And then Bucci, the game that we had this week, the Lightning and the St. Louis Blues, the 2 most recent Stanley Cup champs, both GMs publicly will say, well, we don't have any cap space. We can't do anything. But if I know Julien Brisebois and Doug Armstrong, I know they can get very creative and they can be bold. So I'm not convinced either of those teams will stay pat.
And Jake DeBrusk is a name to remember when you talk about those teams and a few other around the NHL. He'll be traded probably sooner rather than later.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.